I flash forward a couple hours. We decided to go back to the room, take a snooze, cool off a little bit. Now we're walking to Chelsea's birthday dinner. We're gonna eat at a pretty amazing restaurant. Let's go. Decided to take a little bit of a detour into this colonial cemetery. You don't really see a lot of Revolutionary War era cemeteries, especially here in Georgia. Well, maybe more so on the coast here, but as far as like back in Atlanta, not so much. Atlanta didn't even exist during the Revolutionary War. So it's really cool to see some of this stuff. Last time we were here, we had a tour guide, and we were told that the cemetery is actually much bigger than the entire area that it's in right now. And as you guys can see behind me, there's a road behind me, and that the original area of the cemetery was much, much bigger. However, there were a lot of lost gravestones and a lot of knocked over gravestones during the American Civil War, and because of that, they don't really know the original dimensions of the cemetery, and there's a good chance there's a lot of unmarked graves built where the road and the surrounding residential homes are. Very cool. Check out this tree with all the Spanish moss. It's amazing how much Savannah reminds me of New Orleans. There's a squirrel right here. Let me see if I can... You guys see him? I don't know if I got him. Did he run away? Alright. No, he didn't run away. There he is. There he is. He's just looking for some food. Here are a lot of the gravestones that I mentioned earlier that were either broken, knocked down, or misplaced somewhere from here in the cemetery. If I'm remembering my history and my story correctly, a lot of this is due to the Union soldiers who marched from Atlanta to Savannah, actually made their camp here in this cemetery. And in order to make room, they knocked down a lot of these headstones, and they didn't know where to put them back. I'm not quite sure if that is the actual true story. That's the story that I read, and I can't remember my source. But look at all of these gravestones that were once erected here in the cemetery. And now they're just back here on the wall, representing the people whose names are inscribed on all of the stones. I'm not going to walk the entire way, but it goes all the way down there. And of course, it wouldn't be a spot in Savannah if it wasn't allegedly and supposedly haunted. After hours, supposedly you can see a dark robed figure roaming the area of this entire cemetery. Is it somebody who's supposedly buried here? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. But I think that's what makes a good ghost story, right? The unknown. Alright, you ready to go get dinner? I don't know. Is that the ghost of a squirrel? Is that the ghost of a Revolutionary War era squirrel? Oh no, he's running away. Let's catch him. Come back. Come back. Where did he go? Oh my God, he's hiding. No, no, come back. All right. Passing by the Savannah Police Department, and they have all of these really cool vintage cars out on display right in front. We have reached our location, the Pirate's House. What's very interesting about the Pirate's House is that it is one of the oldest buildings in Savannah. It was a tavern, and legend has it that sailors and pirates alike would come and have a drink at the tavern. And if one person who wasn't a sailor or a pirate had too much to drink and they blacked out drunk here, well, they were removed from the facility, taken through a series of tunnels that ran underneath, all the way to the river, which is right over here. They woke up on a pirate ship, and guess what? You were a pirate. But also, this building shares a very fascinating literary link. I don't know if you're familiar with Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island. On the first page of that book, there is a hand-drawn map. And at the bottom of that map is dated Savannah, Georgia, where that map was drawn and given to one of the main characters. Now, the captain who died, there's a lot of stuff going on right over here. Okay, I had to wait for that to move on. But one of the main characters, Captain Flint, who is a fictitious character, supposedly is based off a real pirate who may or may not haunt this pirate's house. And this is where we're having dinner. I can't wait.
I don't want this, Gavin. Liam, here, I got you something.
Hey man, have you seen any pirates around here? Me neither. Upstairs, they have a very nice gift shop. But I still haven't seen any pirates anywhere. Very disappointing. And in this glass case right here, they have a lot of reproduction tools that pirates may or may not have used. Hey buddy, have you seen any pirates around here? No? Alright, I'll keep looking.
This would help.
Oh.
You know, my voodoo? Yeah. What do you think? Should I leave each one of your employees with me? I think let's carry it around.
Well, of course you can't go to a pirate-themed restaurant and not run into Captain Jack Sparrow. I really like this hoodie on the front. It's got a Jolly Roger with the Pirate's House logo on it. But on the back, it shows all of the different prominent pirate captain flags. That's pretty cool. Alright, the lighting in here is kind of weird, but up at the hostess stand, you can request a pirate hat. And I did. So guess who's going to wear a pirate hat?
Yes.
It's a little dark in here, but I ended up getting some honey pecan fried chicken with some grilled veggies and some mashed potato or mashed sweet potatoes. What'd you get?
The crab cake and broiled shrimp with mashed potatoes.
That's very good. Are you excited? I don't know how well you can see this, probably not very well. See if I can turn on the flashlight on my phone. There we go. But right here is the entrance to the rum cellar, and through that door right there would be the tunnels that would go all the way to the Savannah River, and those were the tunnels where they would essentially kidnap people who were drunk and passed out, and then they would wake up on ships far from shore, and then guess what? You were a pirate now. Oh, I really want to go see what's on the other side of that door.
I'm scared.
There's another entrance. Somebody's dropped a whole bunch of treasure right here, and a whole bunch of hats. Why are people getting rid of their hats? There's another entrance to one of the tunnels down there. All this old brickwork. See, there's a window right in front of us, but this really awkward set of stairs doesn't really look like it goes anywhere.
Which table is it? We get to get some treasure.
This might be the best buried treasure I've come across.
I want a cream soda, but
Cream soda?
why?
Butterscotch?
Cream soda
Butterscotch?
comes in packs like this. It's lemon lime.
I'll take lemon lime.
The wood.
There's a pineapple.
Yeah. Mystery flavor.
Wait a minute. It wasn't buried treasure at all. Alright, I've asked this guy. He didn't have much to say, but I haven't been able to find any pirates anywhere. Have you seen any?
Pirates? Where?
That's my question. I don't know.
Nope, nothing here.
False advertising. Alright, Pirate's House. Didn't find any pirates tonight, but next time. So Chelsea and I were walking down Bay Street, and if you look down in here, you can see a basement level. But as we were walking, oh look, another basement level. But what the hell is this? It scared the hell out of us. Look at this. We were on our way back to our hotel and we found this statue of Johnny Mercer. If you're not familiar with Johnny Mercer, you've probably have heard many of the songs that he's written, most notably Moon River, but also he was a co-founder of Capitol Records. And that was our Savannah trip. That second to last shot that I showed you, the basement level of the road, that was really weird. Shot was a little unclear and I didn't do a great job of explaining what I saw, but somebody just took these two pale white mannequins and then dressed them in white Victorian clothes and then just wrapped them up in Christmas lights to give them this luminescent glow, so it looked like a couple of ghosts hanging out in the basement area of the road. Who does that? You know what? I take that back. I would probably do that. That sounds like something I would do. Something in my MO. But anyway, that was our Savannah trip. The next day we got on the road, came back home. Also, slight tangent, I-16 is the most boring interstate I've ever driven on in my entire life. There's nothing from Savannah to Macon, Georgia. Just nothing. But thank you all so much for joining us on Chelsea Ghastly's birthday trip to Savannah, Georgia. Thank you all for watching. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Just hit all the buttons that you can. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And until next time, we'll see you real soon. Stay spooky.